Have you ever wondered how the worship of Jesus Christ is viewed within the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints? This is a question that carries significant weight and has sparked quite a debate within the Church. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, also known as the LDS Church, presents a unique perspective on the worship of Jesus Christ. For some, the Church's worship of Jesus is a clear sign of their Christian faith. On the other hand, prominent leaders like Bruce R. McConkie argue that worship should be exclusively directed towards God the Father. This divergence in views underscores the complexity of defining worship within the LDS Church. Whether you're looking at the practice of sacrament in LDS services or the very name of the Church, you'll find indications of a deep respect and reverence for Jesus Christ. Yet the question remains, are Mormons true worshippers of Jesus based on the teachings and practices outlined by their leaders? So, it's clear that the issue of worshipping Jesus within the LDS Church is not as straightforward as one might think. Now let's delve deeper into the contrasting views on the worship of Jesus in the LDS Church. A significant discourse unfolds among LDS members, with some advocating for the worship of Jesus Christ. LDS authors like Meta Harrison passionately argue their case, asserting that their faith in and reverence for Christ aligns them with Christianity. However, this perspective is not universally accepted within the Church. Prominent LDS leaders counter this view, emphasizing that worship should be primarily and solely directed towards God the Father. They argue that this distinction is fundamental to the LDS faith. The sacrament, a vital part of LDS services, further complicates this debate. While it's seen as a remembrance of Christ's sacrifice, some argue this does not necessarily equate to worship. The very naming of the Church also adds another layer to this discussion. Being the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, it seems to indicate a focus on Jesus. The divergence in views reveals a complex and layered debate within the LDS community. Given these differing perspectives, what are the implications of this debate? Well, this debate underscores a significant tension within the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. On one side, we see a group of LDS members who argue that their faith tradition is Christian because they worship Christ. They see their practices, such as the sacrament and the very naming of their church, as indicators of this worship. On the other side, we have influential church leaders, like Bruce R. McConkie, who emphasize that worship should be directed solely to God the Father. They argue that while Christ is revered and respected, worship in the LDS Church should be reserved for the Father alone. This divergence between personal beliefs and official church teachings brings us to a critical question. Can Mormons be considered true worshippers of Jesus based on these teachings and practices? In the end, it's a question that leaves much room for thought and discussion, reminding us all of the many layers that can exist within a single faith tradition.
We do not worship him.